3, they say Paddy owns Paddy's General Store, which trades in a wide variety of groceries and fresh produce. Complete the debtors collection schedule. There it is. So I need the debtors collection schedule. I will have to look at the sales. Cash sales is 55, meaning credit sales is 45. And then they give me 0, 1, 2 because it's in the month. Be careful not to get into such a habit that everything is in the month for you. Ne? Be careful. So, let's have a look. Did they give me? They gave me all the credit sales already. So, May is 0. June is 1. July is 2. So, nothing in August. June is 0. July 1. August 2. So, this would be 201. So, the 2 is 24%. Gives me what? 21,600. The 1 is 45%, which gives me what? 39. The 0 is 25%, getting a 5% discount, and that gives me 21. Okay, and this isn't great outside total because I know I'll get a bagel for that. Is that right? 82. So close.
See, it also happens.
Okay, next they say calculate. Oh, it's because you put my stuff there. Poopies. Here, let's do this. Calculate the amounts indicated by 1, 2, 3 in the cash budget. So, if I look at the cash budget, number 1, they want August cash sales. So they don't give me any sales. Ne? There's no information where they give me any sales. But what they do give me is they give me the credit sales for August. So I know the credit sales is, according to them, 45%, and I am looking for 55%. So what does this give me? Anybody?
110,000.
Okay. So now they want the payments to creditors for August. So what do they say about purchases? Stock sold is replaced in the month, meaning it's equal to cost of sales. 70% of purchases is credit. Creditors are paid in the month following the month of purchase. They want August, so I'm going to look for July. I'm going to work with the purchases for July. So do they give me any info for purchases? Oh, they gave me total. Did you use this total sales? Oh, it's June and July. Okay, so that wouldn't have helped. Let's look. We are looking for July. Did they give me any information on purchases? Where? Where do you see purchases?
What?
This is the only thing I see. Did they give me a markup? Yes. Okay. So now I need July's total sales, right?
That table?
I'm not going to go downstairs because looking here they say A to D. So I'm not allowed to use,
Really?
yeah, I can't use E. So I need to get the total sales, which is not that difficult because I've got July's credit sales. So July's credit sales, I want the total sales, and this is 45. You agree with me? Now I work out the cost of sales, the markup is 60. Does that make sense? And then I know 70% of that is credit. So that gives me what?
Wait, 1 second.
Okay, let me write down 2, 4. 936. Yeah, it must be less. 84? No, it mustn't.
It's 84,700.
Let me see. Because 87, don't throw that at me. 87,120 times 100 divided 45 gives me 193. Okay? So, times 100 divided 160 gives me 121. Times 70% gives me 84,700. No, throw it back at him. I should not have told Gugu to throw. I'm sorry.
Mission accomplished.
No, you were now just not cool.
No, but like I was taking your intensity.
No, I was not attentive. I'm sorry, my angel. I did not mean that. Okay. So, let's go on. Let's go on. You wanted to say. The amount at? Okay, what must this be? And why is she the only one picking this up? You gave me the 21. Yeah, but I mean, other people were supposed to do the homework, so why didn't they pick up that it was wrong?
We corrected it.
Huh? Well done, sis. My quiet friend there against the wall.
And she's not quiet.
She's quiet in my class. But mind you, I've got quite a big mouth sitting next to me.
Yeah.
And opposite me, so it's difficult to be louder.
I don't talk when you're recording.
I talk while I'm recording, so everybody's going to hear this. Let's go on. That you talk a lot. Do, especially if you sit next to people with crushes on you.
That's why I moved them. So many
Okay.
people next to you.
Okay. I'm just pulling your leg. Today is pulling Omolemo's leg day.
I support you.
Okay. Salaries. Salaries for the sales assistants, number 3, ne? And now they want July, so I'm going to reverse because they give me August. Let me just move that back. Oh, I'm talking too much today. Let's do this. Ach, nee. Ach, nee. So, let's see, what do they tell about salaries? They say, Paddy employed 5 sales assistants. At the end of July, all of them received an 18% increase. An extra assistant will start 15 August on the same salary scale, but will only pay half her salary for August. Okay, this is fun. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this the way I would have done rent. Okay? So I'm going to say there's now 6 people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 5 of them is going to get 118.
Yes.
But one of them, and if they say extra, they start on the same salary scale, so she's also getting the increase. Is that right?
Only half.
So now, instead of saying 118, I'm going to say she's going to get half of 118, which is what, 59? 59. Let's see if this works. So this gives me what?
Yeah. 8, 590. Oh.
Okay, and then I total and I get that.
590.
Okay, like that. So this will add up
49.
649.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll look at what the memo says. So my salary, I see there's 38,291. I'm going to times it with what do I want? I want
Before the increase.
before the increase. So 5 times 100, I want 500. You understand why I say 500? Because I had 5 workers who each got 100%. But now I have 649, which is, if you look at it, it's 18% for 5 and 9% for 1. Okay? Extra to the 500. So what does this give me?
29,500.
29,500. Okay. Does it make sense? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody's fine with that method I did.
Yes.
Okay. So, next one. Oh, we've done it somewhere here, ne? There it is. I will say here, see page, previous page. Okay, because I'm not going to rewrite it. Next one. Now, read from your question paper. All major competitors introduced online ordering and delivery services. Paddy did not take any action during 2025, so now he's the only one not delivering. Explain how the competitors' added services affected his business in June. So what's his business? His business is
A general store.
yeah, but it's sales, ne? Sissy. So now if I look, they say how did it affect it, and I have to look at E. They say I must look at E. So what happened to my sales in June?
No.
It tanked, yeah, but you can't say that. You have to say it very professionally. You're going to say the actual sales of 73,600 was lower than budgeted 100 to 40.
And that's how we answer all these questions.
Yeah. Okay, so in other words, it had a very big impact on my sales because it's people like sitting in their house.
Being lazy.
Do you see that a lot of people use Timo and Shein as like a game they play? It's like when they are bored, they go on Timo and they scroll
Then
and
they want
order.
to send you all their links so they can get
Ne?
one rent.
Exactly.
Yo. Okay. So the thing is, online shopping is the thing now. In July 2025, okay, I mustn't read from the answer sheet, I must read from the question paper. What I teach my grade 12s is, what do you do in reading time? You take your answer book and your question paper and you check that the wording is the same on both. Then when you start answering against time, you don't have to go back to your question paper all the time because you have checked that it is exactly the same on the answer sheet. Okay, because the rule is if they are different, you follow the instructions and the information on the question paper, not the answer sheet. Okay, so here they say, in July, Paddy decided to introduce a drive-through online ordering service to improve sales. So you drive through. Can you imagine the logistics in a grocery store? That's a drive-through. Oh, I want toothpaste and I want 7 bar ones and I want. How's that guy gonna run around?
Woman, but he said online, so you must first go online, book first, then you go to the shop and then.
Oh, pick it up. So he doesn't do the delivery.
Yes, you deliver it, but it's on.
Ach,
You must not have the vehicles for it.
yeah, but no. Okay, let's go on. Customers can order online and pick up their orders with no additional charge. So he doesn't deliver.
Yes.
Mm.
But that's
See,
what I said.
running to conclusions.
But that's what I said. You order online.
That's
you
not
go
what
to-
I heard. That's not what I heard.
Okay. There's a recording.
He implemented new advertising strategies, but is uncertain of their success. Okay, how will I see if he was successful with the sales, for July? Yeah, because he only took action in the middle of June, They say there. He didn't take any action in June. Okay, comment on the actual amount spent on advertising, quote, figures. So, let's go look. The actual amount on advertising,
When?
I do not see.
It's here.
At the top. No, it's not there. It's at the
No, it's not
the
there.
next page.
The next one.
Yeah, the one that I'm looking for that I can't find. There. Advertising. There we go. So can you see it increased with 44. It didn't, you can't say it increased because we never spent it. I spent more than I anticipated, But now my problem is, why does it count 4 marks?
Wait, what?
So now let's see if it did have a success. How are we going to see that?
Oh, don't you do percentages?
Let's do the percentages. So I'm going to say budgeted. Now I lost the paper again. Oh, don't. So here we go. Budgeted. We budgeted 40,000 over how much sales?
95.
95. So what's the percentage?
42.
42. And the actual, what?
No.
That doesn't, are you sure it's 95? The sales. So he's spending half of his
Money.
money on advertising.
But maybe it's still a small bit.
Sure, that does not make any sense. Okay, let's go to actual. Actual, he now spends 44,400, and how much did we actually sell? 100.
And 600.
And what's that percentage?
44.
Yeah. You must make it up.
Good.
You must make it up.
Over.
This is not cool. I will say the actual advertising cost thank you. The actual advertising cost on sales at 44% is more than 42% budgeted. This spending on advertising is very irresponsible. Oh, can the people stop calling me? Okay, let me just check. Do I still have the answers here?
Yes.
Stop it now.
Method
Here we
is
go.
stabilized.
Look. There. They say advertising budgeted 40,000 and actual 44.2. There you get 2 marks. Okay, not successful.
Where did I get 11%, man?
No, they say they overspent 11%. So in other words, to get that 11%, they took the difference. So 40,000 and 44,400 gives you 4,400. So they took that 4,400 and divided it by 40,000. Okay?
They did it a weird way.
Yeah, but you know what? The question from the start doesn't make sense, because why do you spend 40% of your income on advertising? They have not even taken cost of sales into
That's what I was
consideration.
saying. You pay more.
So this isn't even on the gross profit. So from the start, this question is doomed. But let's see, let's learn from the way they answered it. So what they did is they also linked advertising and sales, right? And then they came to the conclusion that it was not successful. Ne?
Spend more on advertising than.
Why did they say 5.1 percentage points? Where does that come from? Do you see it? Yes, but why do they use the word points? This is very important, and I want you to please listen. Stop growing in your tasse. Listen to this. You cannot say a percentage increase. So say, let's say it was 40% and now it's 44%. You can't say it increased with 4% because it didn't. Ne? If you want to calculate the percentage it increased, you have to take the difference, which is 4, and divide it by the original, which is 40. So it actually increased with 10%. Can you see? Even though it looks like 4, that's why they say 4 percentage points, because it's not a real percentage. Ne? If you have a test, let me explain it like this. Let's say you always get 50%. Ne? That's what you get. Now in this test, you got 75%. So, first thing that we think is to say, oh, I increased with 25%. Is that right? But it's wrong. Because, what's the difference? I increased with 25 points over the original 50. Can you see? I increased with 50%.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
The percentage always.
Yeah.
Okay. So in other words, my percentage is 25 percentage points more. But if I want to calculate how much did I increase in percentage, ne? My percentage performance is actually 50%. Because I got half of the 50 extra. You see? So if I went from 50 to 100, I can't say I increased 50%. I have to say I increased 100% because I got double of what I got last. So, just what you need to remember, that is why it's always safer to say it increased from 50% to 75%. It's safer to say that than to say it increased with 25%. If you want to say it increased with 25%, you have to have the word points there.
So it's the way we did it now with the
No, this is fine. We say there, the actual cost on sales at 44% is more than the 42% budgeted.
You never mentioned 2% increase or anything like
Yeah. If I wanted to say there was a 2% increase, that would have been wrong. Okay. You guys sharp?
Yeah.
I have to say I don't like their memo because their memo assumes that the 40% to start out with was a good idea to make the advertising. Okay. I don't think the people actually realized to set it up that their figures were weird. Okay, let's go. Next question. The sales assistants, ooh, I'm reading at the wrong one. This is my favorite pastime activity. So now I have to go to F. Paddy made inquiries about purchasing.
You missed 4.22.
Oh, is there another one?
Yeah, this one.
The sales assistants are unhappy with the salary increase. They must be happy they got a salary increase. This guy's working at a loss. Okay. The sales manager. So the sales manager most probably got a bigger increase than they did, because that's the only reason people are.
But why would they be?
So let's quickly look. If I look at the increase of the sales manager, how much did it increase? What percentage? So look from the actual to the actual. So you're going to do the man in the hat. Can you see the Lesotho hat? So what is the difference? 32 to 40. What is it? 8,100.
Yes.
So 8,100 over the original 32,400 times 100. What percentage did he get? 25%.
That's all.
That's a big one.
And
And if I look at them, they got an 18% increase. That's also a big one. Why do I say this is a big one?
Because it's like way more than inflation.
It's way more than inflation.
this guy's making a loss.
Right?
Yeah, they have to.
Okay, so we just say they are unhappy. The manager got an increase of 25%, which is more than 18% they received. Ne? Don't know how you can be unhappy with 18%. I have never in my life had an 18% increase.
I don't think anyone ever has, man.
The company is bankrupt.
Yeah, so
But
they're not
they're
going to get it anyway because they won't have cash after all that advertising. Okay. Is it fun to try and see how things work, that you see a whole story just by looking at the figures? Ne? Yes, baby.
The last one says how can you justify the
You?
Oh, so I don't have space for that. How can I? He can say a manager
Has more responsibility.
has more responsibilities. Has more responsibilities, carries more risk.
See, the girl who claims not to talk about.
Maybe. Okay, but I don't know why you saw that, because that's not the question.
There's no justifying it.
They are talking here about the sales assistants. How can you read in here advertising?
There's no
This
justifying.
video is going to be a fun one to watch. Let's go on. No, you are wrong. Let it go.
asking us to do it. I'm asking you to do that.
Sissy, let it go. Refer to info F. Paddy made inquiries about purchasing 3 delivery motorcycles. Okay, now calculate the total vehicle financing costs,
Include interest.
including interest. Financing cost is the interest. But in any case, let's find out how much is he going to pay for the loan or whatever. Ne? Where do they give me info? Oh, there. So I see here. A deposit of 10% of the loan will have to be paid on 1st August. Okay. Does he want? Do they want They want the total costs. Okay. So now, if I go look, what was the deposit? They only give me the financing cost plus interest.
Well, they do tell us.
Okay, let's go on. They say a fixed monthly installment, including interest, will be payable on the last day of each month, commencing 31st August for the full duration of the financial period.
Which is 5 years.
Yeah, because they say 5, so it's 60 months. But I don't see where he paid the. Where did he pay the?
He didn't pay. I think what they want, ma'am, isn't it? We have the financing, right? Which is that small portion, that 7.5, right? So they want the full.
So yeah, I know. So if I say 7.5 times 60, I get how much the installments will give me. Okay, but my question is, here they say a deposit of 10% will have to be paid on the 1st of August. And if I look here at payments, they don't show me the deposit. So how much of that is the deposit?
Then, man, that just means what we have is 95% of the.
Well done. So what do I get here? $450,000. Okay, but now that includes, ne? Now, but the deposit here, it's 10% of that. So it's 10 over. No, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, let me just see what they did, because this thing doesn't make sense.
You see, I said it's 90%. So then you want the 100%.
Okay, I understand why they say it's the 90%. What I don't understand is, where did they show that I pay the deposit? Yeah, in August. So, isn't it? Oh, okay. Can you see where I missed it? I need you guys to see this. Can you see it's an extract? So, meaning they don't give you all the information. So that deposit they didn't give you because they didn't want you to use the deposit. Okay, so we can assume that this is 90%. And that's why I say the full amount over 90. And then I get 500. So the deposit was 50,000. But they didn't show that to me, because if they showed me the 50,000, I could have worked it back to 500,000. And they wanted me to do this. Okay, is everybody sharp? Last one. They ask, Paddy is uncertain whether to maintain the online order and drive-through services or switch to online order and delivery services. Because remember now, if it's a drive-through, he needs to pay people, ne, who stands at the window.
And run around in the shop.
Yeah, but the delivery, they're still going to run around. Yo, but these 60-60 guys is dangerous in a store, ne? Have you ever tried buying grocery with those 60-60 guys? They will kill you on their running. Okay, let's go on. Explain one advantage of online and one of, so the one with the drive-through and the one with the delivery. I'm quickly going to just show you what they said, ne? That you can have the answer. So they say that it's unique, it keeps personal contact with the customers. Delivery, however, is even more convenient, and you're going to get people like the elderly that order more.
My question is,
Orders can be
you can't even
placed.
afford those vehicles you want to buy.
I know, this guy